But we're always looking to bring into the company people who are like-minded, who have the same heart and the same culture. And I want to show you that you can make a difference. Michelle French came to a meeting in Florida, and the wheels started to turn as she heard Sergio speak. She came up to me, coincidence? I don't know. I happened to be in the lobby at the same time, and she said, maybe there's a reason that we were to meet. She went home and she spent the weekend. The thoughts started coming to her mind. The next thing I know, she has a proposal. Last week I'm in Manhattan, New York, meeting with the founder, CEO of an organization called Tom's Shoes. This is an organization that is similar to Monavie in culture, wanting to do something. I met with Blake, and we're forming a partnership, a collaborative effort. If you go into Macy's, if you go into Nordstrom, you'll see Tom's Shoes. They've been featured in Vogue, an article in Time magazine. He's going to go on the Oprah show in the spring, in the next couple of months. So what they do basically is when you buy a pair of shoes in a Nordstrom, a Macy's, or any other retail outlet, they donate a pair of shoes to needy children around the world. And so Michelle thought about this and thought, hey, Monavie and the More Project is about helping kids. Let's get you two together. So we met. What we decided is this. I think you're going to love this. I love it. It was another goosebumps moment for me. We said, look, let's invite our distributors to purchase Tom's Shoes with the acai berry on it and the More Project. So we're designing 2 or 3 different pair of shoes. We're going to introduce it at the Orlando Regional in June. So starting in June, you can purchase a pair of Tom's Shoes with the Monavie, with the acai berry on it. It's a door opener. What's that? The acai berry. Haven't you heard about it? Well, understand. Then you can tell them that, look, when I bought this pair of shoes, a child in Brazil, in the slums of Brazil, got a pair of shoes. So now, listen to this. With every pair of shoes, when we introduce this program, that you purchase for your child, or for you, or for a loved one, Monavie and Tom's Shoes is going to give 1 pair of shoes. So 1 for 1 to the children down in Brazil. I can see going down into the slums with thousands and tens of thousands of pairs of shoes and putting shoes on children's feet that have never worn shoes before. And not only that, it's going to be 4 for more. Remember that. It's going to come out in June. 4 for more. Every pair of shoes you buy, $4, will go directly to the More Project, and a pair of shoes to our kids down in Brazil. I want to show you a short video about Tom's Shoes. It's about 3 minutes long.
I'm the chief shoe giver, and I have absolutely no qualification besides compassion for little kids like these guys and wanting to give them shoes. A guy named Bob Dedman, a very successful entrepreneur out of Dallas, once told me, he said, the more you give, the more you live. When I had the idea of Tom's 7 months ago, I was so obsessed with it, and it just struck such a chord on me, that I couldn't do anything else.
Woke up cold one Tuesday.
A shoe company with a soul.
Tired and feeling quite sick. I felt like there was something missing in my day-to-day life. So I quickly opened the wardrobe, rolled out some jeans and a t-shirt that seemed clean, topped it off with a pair of old shoes I were written down.
People laughed at Blake when his idea was to start a shoe company basically where he gave away shoes for every pair that was sold. People laughed and said that was ridiculous. It's more about putting other people ahead of you.
Her oldest daughter is 26 and her youngest baby is 2 years old. She has on occasion bought shoes, but for the most they didn't have. Not for all of them.
When you have Tomsitis, every time you see a child, you want to give them a pair of shoes.
People want to be a part of something that is good.
This is what the shoe drop is all about.
You have never been with shoes in your feet.
He had one pair of new shoes in his life, and it's his second new pair of shoes. This is the greatest thing ever.
Look what's happened in the last 6 months. We just gave away 8,000 pairs of shoes. Anybody who's starting a small company, everybody who has an idea, incorporate giving in what you do.
Is that good? So Blake, so in June you can pick up your Tom shoes, 4 for the more, a pair of shoes for our children down in Brazil, and we're going to have a shoe drop, Sergio, and we're going to go down and give thousands and tens of thousands a pair of more project shoes to the kids in the slums of Brazil. What do you think? Is that a good thing?
Wonderful.
That's a good. What do you think? Does that fit the culture? Does this fit? It's a good fit, isn't it? And Blake is going to be at the convention in September in Salt Lake City, and we'll give an accounting of how many pairs of shoes we've given out by the convention. So I'm excited about this collaborative effort with Tom Shoes and the More Project. I encourage you, when they become available, to purchase your pair of shoes. And you know what? As you walk with pride and in humility, knowing that as you walk with shoes on, that there's another child, perhaps who's never worn shoes before, that because of you, they're now in a pair of shoes.